Guys, welcome to ZigWheels, and here we have with us the new Triumph Speed Twin, Triumph's latest naked roadster based on the 1200 body platform. The bike in itself has been derived from their most sportiest Thruxton cafe racer, and as you can see, this bike is a roadster. That means it's not as committed, as hardcore as the Thruxton, but it is still sporty. I like the overall black treatment that you get here along the engine, the seat, the exhaust, and the forks and everything itself. So it gives it a very dark, brutish, badass look. And moreover, the ergonomics have changed from a very committed riding posture to a slightly more relaxed, slight lean forwards to the bars here. The wide flat handlebars in fact have been derived from Triumph's Liter class naked, the Speed Twin, and over here they do a fantastic job of giving adequate amount of leverage when you want to tip it into the corners. The seat in itself, the single piece unit, is quite nice, has got good amounts of cushioning and firmness to it. Moving on to the new bits here, let me go that way because it's easier. The new bits here come in the form of the chassis. The chassis here is the normal double cradle, but the cradle here is made from aluminum instead of steel, which makes it lighter. Even the rims here are alloys, aluminum alloys, and not steel spoke ones, so that reduces the rolling mass, reduces inertia, and as a whole, those are the updates when it comes to the chassis part of it. Next update comes with this engine. This engine is the same 1200cc engine that you'll find on the bigger bonies, and it appears in the high power state of tune like the Thruxton, so it makes 19.7 PS of power and 112 Newton meters of torque, and all that is well and good, but this engine is lighter than the one found in the Thruxton due to optimized engine casing and magnesium cam covers and whatnot. Triumph have always been great at giving high levels of detailing and great build quality, great parts quality, and this one is no different. As you can see, nice metal, brush metal finish here for the Speed Twin moniker, over here for the fake carb cum fuel injectors, and overall even here at the heel plates. So all in all, quite nice detailing. In terms of components, you get 41mm cartridge type Kayaba forks up front and RSU shock at the rear. The ride in itself over here feels a bit on the stiffer, sportier side, but we'll leave that to comment once it's down there in India. But it's definitely set for a more sporty, aggressive riding. Key point here to mention are these new brakes. These Brembo 4-piston 4-pad actually mounted, not really mounted calipers, which provide tremendous amount of bite and feedback to the rider. Even these Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3 tires provide ample amount of grip back to the rider. They do offer Rosso 2s here as an option, but these Rosso 3s are slightly more better when it comes to wet weather grip, and that's why they've chosen to go with this. And over here in Spain we did encounter some wet roads, and that is where they turned out to be really nice. In terms of other features, you get these neat LED tail lamp and LED indicators. Even the front LED indicators are present. You get this twin pod instrument cluster, which has analog speedo and analog tacho, and all the other necessary information such as date, trip, odo, fuel indicator, mileage calculator, and whatnot is digital. The headlamp unit here, you get these lovely LED DRLs with a halogen headlamp bulb over there. No LEDs for the main lighting, but Triumph have tried to make it a more accessible option, and that's why these certain bits are missing. And speaking of accessibility, this is Triumph's most accessible 1200cc bike that they have in sale in the portfolio. And as you can see from the UK prices, this is going to be cheaper than the Bonnie T120 as well. Whether this comes to India, is it cheaper than the Bonnie T120 or not, we'll have to wait and watch out. But so far so good. This is the more sensible and the lovable Thruxton that we want, and this is the Thruxton which you can live with it daily. We will have our first impressions from this bike out quite soon, so stay tuned to ZigWheels.